So I'm working on the tutorial chapter 6, and I am at the point where I have added a standalone table with latitude in decimal degrees, that would be my y, and longitude in decimal degrees, which would be my x. And I'm going to create a shapefile or a feature class of points. So I'm going to use the latitude and the longitude to create those points. Now, in the next step, she's going to have you open up the Oregon precipitation data and do a join, because what I want to have at the end of this is a map showing the annual precipitation from these calculated, or from these stations, collection stations. And so this can be my key field if it's a one-to-one relationship, and that's an easy thing to check just doing my summarize here. And I think I'm going to call that I'm going to call it Oregon Precip. And so if I open up that table, I should get a count of 1, which means there's only one record. So each of these is a unique record. And if I do the same thing in the Oregon stations with this name, if this is, oh, no, I don't. Actually, it doesn't really resist there, does it? So if I look at this one, I should also just have a one-to-one relationship. So I'm going to sort descending. So, right, so each of these can be a unique, a key field for a join. So that's my ultimate goal, is being able to map this and then have them map. So I've done, yeah, I'm going to remove this and do it over. Okay, so here's my stations. I'm going to display an XY event, and X is my longitude, Y is my latitude. She tells you to change the projection to a geographic projection, North America. And in her video, she shows NAD 1983 in this list, but in the newer data, it's here in the US and territories. And the reason I'm choosing that is what it's asking me is what coordinate system was used when you collected those XY points. And that's the coordinate system that was used. So here is my points. And here's my problem. When I open this, I don't see any of my data. I've done this 4 times today. What I should do is reboot my computer to see if it still happens, because I should be able to see all of these data records beside a word that says shape. So for each lat long, I should have all of this data included, and I'm not seeing that. So problem solving would be, I would shut down my MXD and try again to see if it's just a glitch in the MXD. I would shut down my computer, reboot that, see if it's a glitch, and it just kind of, with a clean start, it starts up. Another thing I tried was, because XY events are temporary files, they don't act like normal feature classes. So because I knew that, I decided to export this. And when I export an event, an XY event, it creates a permanent shapefile or feature class. So I'm going to export that data. And I've already done it once, as you can see. So I'm going to call it OR Stations 2. And I had to choose shapefile because I don't have a feature data set created here. So I'm going to put this in my chapter 6. I have some bad file management that I might show you later, but no sense in that. Okay, so here's my Oregon Stations 2. I'm going to say save. It's going to put these on here. And now when I open this, now I have all of my data. There's the shape that says point, there's my lat long, and there's the station names. I don't know if that's a glitch with this version or with my computer, but I just wanted to show you an option if you get that. Now that I have this, I can do a join. And Price showed you earlier in the tutorial of doing a join from here, joins and relates. You can also just do a join from your table of contents. So I want this precipitation data with the station as my key field to join to. So here is my destination. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to say join. I'm going to choose my station name and then I'm going to do OK. So now when I look at this, I have all of the data appended. Now, joins are temporary. If I wanted to keep this join, I would create yet another shapefile or feature class. I would export this. So I'm going to export this and call it annual precip. Okay, so what I did was I created, here's a lot of folders here. I have my Oregon stations, my first attempt, my Oregon Station 2, my second attempt. Here's my precip, and all of that came from these tables. So now that I have my Oregon precip, and you don't have to export yours, it's just nice to have it if you want to go back for some reason. Now I can do a symbology with proportional symbols. I think I asked you to do it in graduated symbols and something like that. And that shows you the precipitation, and you can see where it's the wettest.